Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Casper, Wyoming, the home of the friendly ghost. The Wyoming Cavalry, who take on the upstart Santa Fe Prowl, owned by Derek Jimko, and Wyoming is owned by Captain Loggins. And with me tonight is Myrtle Beach Stingers owner Randy Pierce. Randy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Dave. Look at this crowd here tonight in Wyoming. Everybody's excited and everybody's pumped for this game tonight.
Did you notice the parking lot?
I did.
They've got places to tie up horses. They don't have very many spots for cars.
That's exactly
but you can ride your horse into the game.
You know what? I drove in this morning. I got at the rental car place, a Bronco.
Really? Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that was the only pick. That was the only choice I had.
When did you fly in?
I got in last night.
I came in this morning. Did you find any
good to see you again?
Fun to do here in
Wyoming? Big game tonight.
In the evening yesterday.
Well, yeah, I stayed at the Pink Flamingo. It's downtown Casper.
Nice, nice.
And,
that sounds like a classy place.
Yeah, I stayed in the hot tub for quite a while. Then I went out and kind of mingled around downtown for a while. But it was a good time.
Good. Well, it looks like Santa Fe is going to be kicking off, and Wyoming's going to defend the south goal. So I'm really excited about this game. We have an expansion team who won their first game in a somewhat convincing fashion. Even though Derek didn't really do much with his roster in the offseason, he seems to be hitting all strides early. So there's the return. Can we catch a number on that guy, Randy? Who is that?
That's a 0 for Wyoming.
Oh, that's Drayshawn Foster.
He's a number one wide receiver.
Yeah, he's a big dude, 6'5", 225. I ran into Captain Loggins during pregame. He tried to tell me that he would buy me some popcorn out of the concession stand. Said there was something special about the popcorn here in Wyoming. Do you know anything about what he might be talking about?
I just know that they get a lot of snow in Wyoming, so I don't know if it's talking about where they sprinkle a little bit of white powder on it.
That could be. Yeah, it could be. All right, short gain there for Wyoming. That brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
That was Dixon there with the carry for the Cavalry.
Dixon again up the middle, and man, he's running hard. Looks like he picks up 8 or 9 yards, about 10 yards. Going to bring him out to the 42, where he's going to move the chains. And he's pretty much letting the Santa Fe's defense know he's going to be here all day. Oh, F-wing jokers in the offensive set. We're going to trap in the middle. And the Santa Fe defense is having none of that. They stuff that for negligible gain. Is that a word, negligible?
It is, yeah.
I like to make things up as we go along sometimes.
That was 51, Teddy Fenimore. He's been on the last 2 tackles for Santa Fe.
All right. Weak Eye Twins. Jack Pick-a-Chick.
It's actually Parkachek.
Parkachek?
Yeah.
That's the quarterback for Wyoming. He's a veteran quarterback in this league. Has had pretty good numbers. Has got a pretty good reputation, and he's well known here in Wyoming.
He is very well known. I was talking to him pregame right before the game, and he doesn't have a lot to say. He first of all said he just wanted us to call him Jack P, which we could do that, but he's quite a ladies' man.
Well, if your name is Jackie Pickle Dick, I mean whatever his name is, that's he's going to be popular, no doubt.
Jack P.
Jackie P. All right, so a couple of plays there didn't go so well. It looks like we're going to be looking at a Wyoming punt. And here in just a moment, we're going to take a look at Santa Fe's offense. And I know that one of their offensive starters is near and dear to your heart. That'd be number 23.
Is that Nolan Pierce?
Nolan Pierce.
Yes.
Formerly known as Old Rhino Spine. Punt taken at about the 17. He's going to get back to maybe the 18 on that return. 24 for them is J.J. Bryant, one of their wide receivers, 6'1", 191. 1st and 10 for the Santa Fe Prowl. Our first chance to look at them on offense. Who's the quarterback for Santa Fe?
That's Julio Reyes.
Oh, that's a common name.
Yeah, yeah, it is, especially in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
There isn't any much grass.
Oh,
there.
my goodness. Big catch down the middle there for number 11.
That's Kevin Calcutta. What a great name.
What a great name. And what a great catch by Kevin Calcutta.
He's 5'9", 177.
Oh, a smaller guy, but he
is.
really went up and got that ball.
He did.
All right, strong eye tight end flex for Santa Fe. And there's an isolation play up the middle to old Rhino spine. He's going to pick up 2. Nola's traveled around the league now, and but I kind of feel like his connection through Marshall University with his good buddy Derek, even though Nolan's an OU grad, correct?
No, he's Marshall University.
Oh, he's
grad.
Marshall University. That's right.
Yeah.
I knew that was a decision for him when he was in high school, whether to go which green to go with.
Right.
I kind of think maybe he's found a home in Santa Fe.
I think so too. Well, you know, I think after his injury that he had, everybody maybe assumed that he was maybe a little fragile,
Yeah.
and didn't know if maybe that was kind of the hot potato they didn't want to hold on to. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Santa Fe, he's found him a nice place there. He loves cactuses, by the way. So
Does he eat them?
he drinks the milk.
Oh, okay.
He's a milk drinker.
Short run up the middle by, looks like their fullback, number 49, Davion Handel. He's 6'3", 210. He's a gold fullback, but he's short of the first down. And so it looks like we're going to be looking at a punt out of Santa Fe. Nice medium drive there. You know, picked up a couple first downs. And they're going to force a fair catch down around the 10-yard line. So, you know, they tip the field over. When you're, when you're new, playing field position, just while you're getting your feet wet, that's a big deal.
I agree. You know, and we've seen both offenses here move the ball a little bit, have to be forced to punt, and maybe this time we'll see Wyoming come out a little stronger on this end.
Weak eye twins again. Jackie P calling signals. Gives the ball off. Oh, it's play action. Nice fake on it, and that's caught by J.J. Bryant. That's going to be a big gain. Clear out to the Santa Fe Fort. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Drayshawn Foster. Catches that ball and takes it clear out to the Santa Fe 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Foster. He was able to jump up there in front of the receiver or the defender and bring that ball in. Picked up some of those yak yards, too.
Yes, he did. And that was play action. And I've been watching a little bit of around the league this year. Play action passes are supposed to be kind of a no-no, but I'm seeing more and more of that spring up in playbooks. Weak eye twins again. Handoff up the middle to Dixon. Man, he's running hard. He seems like a man on a mission.
That was enough, though, to 5 yards there. It was a good run.
Yeah, he's on pace to have a solid night for the Cavalry. I heard that he spent the off season this year at a local horse barn training to get ready for this season. Have you had a chance to learn anything about the techniques he was using while he was there?
Well, you're familiar with the term side saddle. You know, that's where you keep both legs on one end of the horse.
Yeah.
And that's pretty common for just starting out.
Right.
So I think there was a lot of side saddling going on.
I see. And, that probably, what does that do for you? Does that strengthen your legs? What's that? What's the mission there?
Well, it does a lot of jiggling in the lower loin area.
Well, you can never have enough jiggling in your loins. Okay, that ball's caught over the middle there. Who caught that? 82. Oh, that's Tyler Reeves. We had him in Pottsville. He's like 6'10", They call him the giraffe. And I suppose, if a giraffe's going to find a home anywhere, being, here with the horse farms and things, that makes perfect sense to me. Wyoming's out in F-wing jokers again. And there's going to be a short run up the middle by Dixon. He's going to pick up the first down. So the chains move, and this drive is looking really promising for Wyoming.
Yeah, the Cavalry's continuing just to keep pounding the ball here and moving it, and they're inside the 20 now.
Let's keep doing what we're doing.
Man, Jackie P is ripped. You see those arms? All right. Oh, big hole up the middle. And that's going to go for a touchdown. Dixon broke a tackle there about 10 yards into the Santa Fe defense, and then he was just loose. Nobody around him defensively. So Wyoming out to a 6-0 lead here with 4:14 to go in the first quarter.
Wow, and the crowd is going crazy because they see that huge hole. Look at that right there.
Got a great block out of his fullback.
And he just sheds the defenders and runs straight into the end zone.
Yeah, great run by Dixon. Dixon got married this offseason. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he married this young lady from here in Casper named Sharon Peters. And she's one of those modern women, so she took, she's got that split last name, so now her name is Sharon Dixon Peters.
Oh.
Guys. This is nothing.
I bet that's fun to write on an envelope.
Get back out there and crack some heads.
Who's the kicker here for Wyoming? Let's see here. Marcus Vernon, number 27, is going to tee it up. 6 foot 195. According to Noah, Chris Dixon had 232 yards rushing last week. Man, that's a solid night. All right, J.J. Bryant on the return there. Santa Fe out for its second series on offense. They look promising in the first series. Let's see if they can build on that. And they're out in the spread now. Julio calling signals. Back to pass on a short drop. He steps up in the pocket, finds somebody who, is that Calcutta again?
That's Calcutta. Kevin Calcutta.
Catches a little curl route there. The ball was thrown low, so he went to his knees immediately and was tackled there for a 9-yard gain. Nice play for Santa Fe. And now they've got their whole playbook at their disposal. On 2nd and 1, you can do anything. Looks like a strong pro eye there. And they're going to be happy to try to just get the first down, but Wyoming defense was having none of it, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, big 96 in there for the stick. They were trying to push him across the line, but the Wyoming D was able to hold him back.
96 is the generic player, Gene Jones.
Oh.
All right. Strong eye spread. Reyes back to pass. He flips it out. Oh, my goodness. A big, solid hit on Nolan there in the flat. Just shy of the sticks, but, man, I'd be tempted to throw the red flag out and challenge the spot. When you're an expansion team, you don't want to let games get away from you too fast. But they march out the punt team. Yeah, they got confidence in their defense. We'll see how things go here. All right, the fair catch is received there at about the 29-yard line by Drayshawn Foster again. Jackie P out to lead the way for the Wyoming offense, number 4. Big, solid-looking quarterback.
And actually, I got some repronunciation of his name. His last name is actually Pikarchak.
Pikarchak, okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
Jack Pikarchak.
Dixon has 61 yards already.
He was just dragging defenders across the first line, or the first down marker.
I know some solid, violent running by Dixon there.
These refs tonight aren't very generous with their spots. I thought for sure he broke that plan to get that first down.
Well, I think that they're wanting to not be accused of homering Santa Fe, like Derek being new to the league and that sort of thing. Maybe they're trying to be a little more polite to him, a little more generous.
Yeah, that's okay, but they did it on the other team also.
Oh, they did. All right. Weak Eye Twins. Jackie P under, and here comes a power play. And no one's even hit Dixon until he gains 9 yards. Man, he's jacked up right now. I mean, he's on 70 yards for the game, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. So I'm looking at Wyoming's...
That was Derek himself who just laid the wood to him on defense.
Derek said he's had enough of this.
He's going to take the game in his own hands.
Dixon on a short gain there. Again tackled by Derek Jenko. 2 tackles in a row. But that brings up 1st and 10. We're a little under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Wyoming hanging on to a 7-0 lead. 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. Dixon up the middle. Oh my goodness, another 9-yard gain for Dixon. And that should do it for the first quarter. Wyoming doesn't have to run another play. Now, who knows what the AI will do, but I'd get out of the first quarter and have 2nd inches to go. F-wing Jokers. I'm looking at the short trap up the middle here to Dixon. And it's just a dive play. I guess that, that's not a terrible call to make. I mean, you're going to start the second quarter with a fresh set of downs. I mean, it's always nice to start with fresh things.
It is.
Fresh underwear, fresh bath towel. What kinds of things do you like that are fresh, Randy?
What I like fresh more than anything else is hamburger buns. I go to the grocery store and I make sure that I feel them first. Then I look at the date.
Let's finish this
But
drive.
you know that the best dated buns are in the back usually because
Yeah.
they rotate what they call rotating the bread. But I go strictly by feel.
So when you're feeling the buns, is there like a specific thing that you're feeling for?
I do it with my thumb and my forefinger.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's how I get the best feeling that way with that.
That makes perfect sense to me. I kind of like to go to the grocery store with you sometime and just see how that goes.
Well, I make sure people aren't watching when I do it because sometimes it gives me a tingle.
Oh. 2nd and 15 after that sack. So that's got Wyoming behind the chains. And Jackie P is changing the play. Oh my goodness, another big run. He's going to pick up the first down. Chris Dixon is. Wow, what a run. He's got to be getting close to 100 yards already.
Yeah, he's stoked tonight and he's running well.
What's the record for a single game rushing? Colin, do you know the answer to that? Man, he's on pace. He's got to be on pace. Captain Jayhawk is wanting to let us know that Jackie P's last name is Polish. I thought it was Pikarczyk.
It is, but I think it's Polish origin.
Oh, okay. Flips that out in the flat to Chris Dixon. He's going to pick up 7 yards. So, in keeping with the Cavalry theme, Dixon is not just a one-trick pony.
Oh,
He can catch the ball and run with it, too.
as we just saw. And at the hotel last night, I went ahead and ate in at the hotel, and I had Polish sausage. Reminded me of that when you said Polish, and they do the onions and the peppers with it, and it was really good. But boy, their sausage is big here.
Run up the middle. Oh, that's the first time that the Santa Fe defense looks like they've really had a handle on Chris Dixon. They held him to like a 1 yard gain there. He may be getting just a little bit tired there. Tackled by Twin Screw. I wonder if that Polish sausage is maybe like one of his endorsement companies. Could it be Jackie P's Polish Sausage? Maybe there's a company for that in the town or something.
I definitely think that would be marketable.
Yeah. All right, looks like an outcut. I'm thinking to their tight end, number 85 there. And that's going to pick up the first down and get them to first and goal at the 8 yard line.
Yeah, that was Dax Lewis, the tight end.
Under 9 minutes. We got weak power I with Dixon dotting the I in the backfield. Weak power, weak isolation play to Dixon. And he's going nowhere on that carry. Scott Stroker involved in the tackle, as was Willie Fenimore. Empty set for Wyoming. Jackie P under center. Oh, nearly intercepted there. Who made a play on that ball? 29? 35, I'm sorry. Ethan Alistar, who was with the Pottsville Maroons in our sort of expansion season. He's a big defender.
It hit him right in the face.
It hit him right in the face mask. Obviously, he still can't catch.
We need to get it across the line.
3rd and goal for Jackie P in the Wyoming offense.
I have a feeling Dixon may be involved in this. Oh, no.
Oh, empty set, though. They might throw it to him. I'm sure he needs a drink of water. He's had a big game so far. Jackie P throws it out in the flat. That ball is caught for the touchdown. Number 81 for the Wyoming Cavalry.
As Martin McFlynn.
Martin McFlynn. He's been around a few years, too. He was somebody we were interested in drafting. He's a silver wide receiver. Ran that outcut really well, and he was smart enough to get that ball into the end zone after the catch. He just crossed the plane, but it did what it needed to do.
You remember Marty McFly on Back to the Future?
I do.
Yeah,
That
was
a great movie.
Those are some great movies, yeah. Now this guy's Martin McFlynn, but it reminded me of Marty McFly.
Yeah, Marty McFly. All right. So for Wyoming, the kicker is Marcus Vernon, and that kick is up and good. Derek Jinko is probably really mad right now. 14-0. And it's really kind of been all Wyoming up to this point.
It has been. We've seen some flashes of some offense here by Santa Fe, but all in all, yeah, it has been all Wyoming. Looks like the fans kind of missed the calling tonight. It was supposed to be a blackout, and as we see, we got every caller under the sun, so I don't know what happened there. Must have been some miscommunication in the news media.
Well, the PR guy, and I think, aren't they still using TVs with antennas, and you have to go out there with a pipe wrench and turn it to get a certain channel? And
I think so.
that kind of thing here in Wyoming.
Well, our TV went out last night at our hotel, and a moose had ran into it.
Really?
Yeah, it's moose mating season in Wyoming. And I think one of them got butted up against the other.
Rhino's fine up the middle. He's going to pick up 3 yards there for a total of 6 for him on the game so far. And look at that. Dixon already over the 100-yard mark with 106. Captain Jayhawk has always had a very run-heavy offense, and he certainly has a great running back to do it with in Dixon.
That run was stuffed right there.
So we have 3rd down and 8. What do you think of the Santa Fe uniforms?
I like them.
I think this is a good spot for 90 all slant. There it is. And that ball's caught. Oh, and he fumbles after the catch. There's a scrum there for the ball. It looks like Santa Fe is going to retain possession and pick up the first down.
Wow.
That could have been disastrous.
It could have been.
40, gosh, I'm not sure that was a catch. 47 for Santa Fe is James Woodson. He's a 6'8", 240-pound gold tight end.
And he laid the wood there to create that fumble.
He did. Okay, strong eye twins for Santa Fe. And there is a stretch play. And old Rhino Spine is loose. And it looks like he could go all the way. Touchdown, Rhino Spine. And just like that, Nolan Pierce and the Santa Fe Prowl are back in the football game. Man,
Yeah.
you seem a little teared up right there. How you feeling watching your boy put the ball in the end zone?
Well, I just like seeing him being able to recover from those injuries that he had. Now that I think about it, I'm not crazy about him seeing him with these paw prints on the side of his pants. Kind of makes me remember him at Christmas time in his PJs, but that was a nice run. I think he's thinking Dixon's got one up on him, and he's not going to let anybody get a Dixon up on him.
No, I don't blame him. I wouldn't stand for that either. If I was Nolan, I'd be trying to make up for it. And Derek Jenko says he needs a new nickname. He's thinking the Great White Rhino.
That's not a bad nickname.
I think that'd be a pretty good one, really.
Yeah.
That kick by number 33 there, Orlando Warfield, was up and good. He's going to trot back down the field here and tee it up for the kickoff. I don't remember that name. Is that a rookie kicker? Orlando Warfield?
Well, I was able to talk with him pregame also, and actually his success came, he was in a singing group with his sister and brothers, and they were based out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and they were quite successful there locally, and two of his sisters came down with some issues that they can't sing anymore, and he decided that he would just try his hand at kicking stuff because he was so mad he was just like kicking things around the house, and he got pretty good at kicking, and he started kicking football.
That's a really a great transfer of probably some raw emotion. It's too bad those girls can't sing anymore. I wonder what they're doing now. I mean, in Louisiana, if you can't sing, there's probably not a lot of options. F-wing jokers again for Chris Dixon and the Wyoming Cavalry here on 2nd and 7, but Jackie P pump fakes. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball's loose, and there's a pile up for it. It looks like number 79 for Wyoming. That's Zeus Peed. He is a 6'5", 340-pound O-lineman. Looks like he came up with that. Curled up in the little fetal position there. He's been working hard at practice on fumble recoveries.
Listen up.
And coach.
Yeah.
Coach is going to challenge that, whether that was passed backwards, which I believe if it's a backward pass, it's still a fumble.
That's correct.
So I'm not really sure what he's. Maybe he's hoping for an incomplete pass there.
Pretty quick view there for the decision.
And
Ooh.
the ruling on the field's overturned, but I don't know what that does. Well, it keeps them from losing 9 yards is what it does. So it's 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 16. All right, so empty set for Wyoming. Jackie P under center. Calling signals. Back to pass. Deep drop. Deep down the sideline. That ball's caught, and that's going to go for another Wyoming touchdown. So they go after the throat of the Santa Fe Prowl following that coach's challenge that was successful. And did you see those cheerleaders in the background?
I did.
They got the blackout
Memo.
memo. They have, those little uniforms they're wearing, and they actually looked like they were doing a cheer.
They were. And why would you not be cheering when you see Deshaun Foster running down the sidelines like that? He was wide open.
He's wide open. Probably need the Dixie Girls to come out here and sing "Wide Open Spaces" for him after that play.
Absolutely.
All right, so the kicker's on for Wyoming. He's a little guy, and he's looking to stretch that lead to 21-7. Here's the snap. The holds down. The kick is up, and it is good. And Wyoming answers quickly there. Jumps back out to a 21-7 lead.
So what seemed to be a relatively quick first quarter, the second quarter, we're still got almost 6 minutes remaining in it. But Santa Fe has to be a little disappointed thinking they were back in this, and Wyoming answered back quickly with a touchdown.
Well, this is going to be a big drive for Santa Fe. They really need to answer here, and personally, I'm thinking give the ball to the Great White Rhino. He looked really good on that last
He did.
stretch play, and so feed him. What do you feed a Great White Rhino?
I think anything.
Anything he wants.
Yeah, I think they like celery and that kind of stuff, stalky stuff.
Stalky food.
Yeah. Do you like celery?
I like it when you cut it up and put it in potato soup.
Yeah, I like it like that too.
Or if it's smothered in peanut butter. Pretty good that way too. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Prowl. Boy, you're right. There is a multitude of color in the Wyoming Cavalry crowd here tonight. Okay, we got strong eye tight end flex. Woodson in the slot. That's going to be handed off up the middle to the fullback, who's going to pick up a yard. And there's a comparison of two running backs. With one run, Nolan Pierce gets back in the conversation for a potential MVP of the game candidate. He's now averaging 10 yards a carry.
That fullback, of course, was Davian Handel.
That ball is caught in the middle by Woodson again for an 8-yard gain. It's going to be just short of the stick, so it's going to be 4th and 2 at the Santa Fe 37. At the 5-minute mark of the second quarter here. And Coach Jenko is going to play it safe there and go ahead and punt the ball away. Try to get his defense going here right before halftime.
And we will be seeing Wyoming with that high-powered offense. Still, though, with 4.5 minutes left, they could still pop that in for some points.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. They don't have to go away from their basic game plan of, large quantities of Chris Dixon being handed the ball. Three, 4 defense for Santa Fe. Short run up the middle, and Dixon picks up 7.
What do you think about that defense?
It's something that's new. I've heard there's a couple different teams that are playing odd front defenses this year. So, there's an old rule in coaching that if you can't be better, you've got to be different.
Mm-hmm.
If I was an expansion team, I would consider that defense just because a lot of owners aren't used to seeing it, so maybe they don't know how to attack it.
What about a team that was left with nothing that you're rebuilding?
For a 3-4,
Yeah.
I still think that, especially if you can find a good nose guard in the middle to anchor that thing, maybe you can get good on defense quickly. Strong power eye for the Cavalry. And there's an isolation play to Dixon. He's going to pick up the first down. And then a little more. Clock's rolling. We're approaching the 3-minute mark. Wyoming out around midfield. Now looking at a 1st and 10. And I'm going to imagine that their goal right now is to get in position to at least kick a field goal, but also probably important to not leave any time for Santa Fe to retaliate.
They're definitely eating up the clock here at this part. I'm perfectly content with doing that.
Yeah, we'll be on the 2-minute warning before you know it. Okay, far pro. Handoff up the middle. That's an isolation play to Dixon. He shakes off the tackle. And just like that, he's accomplished that goal of getting into field goal range. And now, you know, Wyoming really shouldn't run another play. They should let this run on down to the 2-minute warning. You know, grind that clock a little more. Take a couple shots in the end zone to Calcutta or maybe J.J. Bryan or Drayshawn Foster. And then if they hit that, great. But if not, no time for retaliation by Santa Fe. F-wing jokers for the Cavalry. Handoff up the middle to Dixon. Short gain on the play of 4 yards. Wow, 147 yards so far for him.
Yeah, he's got to be tired.
Hey, this is my kind of party. You the man.
I imagine they'll give him an IV at halftime. It'll be interesting to see if he can repeat the performance, though.
I heard that they do the Polish sausages at halftime. They pass it around.
Also, like, they start one at the start of the row, and then, you know, if you want a bite, you take a bite. If not, you pass it on to the next fan.
Yeah, it's called Share the Sausage.
Share the sausage. Well, and that's traditional here to share sausages in Wyoming, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Dixon up the middle. He's going to be stopped for no gain. 3rd and 6, but the clock is rolling. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts.
You have to think Santa Fe is just saying, let's just see if we can get in a half where we're at.
Yeah, if they can keep them out of field goal range. And that was a great play there defensively. It's going to get it to 4th and 6. So looks like one of the Twin Screw boys made the tackle there. So we're going to see a field goal attempt. I imagine that they'll run the clock all the way down before they kick here. Should get it down to right around 40 seconds.
Looking at about a 48-yard field goal.
Yeah, I think so. And that's Marcus Vernon, the midget wonder. He rides those midget ponies at the rodeo when he's not kicking.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like his little side gig he's doing.
Oh,
he doinked that off the crossbar. And Derek Jenko right now has got to be feeling pretty good because he avoided falling down to a 17-point spread there right before halftime. That ball kicked into a headwind was just short.
And there is a little bit of a breeze tonight at Wyoming. There always is a breeze in Wyoming.
Yeah, the wind never really lays down. It's mountainous here. All right, so let's see what Julio and the boys can come up with here right before halftime. There's 46 seconds left. Their field position is not terrible, so, you know, a field goal would be a great confidence booster for them headed into halftime. 4-yard gain there for number 24, J.J. Bryant, who I think I mistakenly thought was playing for Wyoming a few minutes ago. And he split out. There's Kevin Calcutta. Looks like 90 all slant coming again here. Oh, man, Woodson was open early. That ball came out a little late. So it's going to get us to 3rd and 6.
Yeah, at first look, he was wide open.
Yeah, and then Juice Hazard scooped him up in coverage and was right with him.
Then he floated the ball. Was able to get him to catch back up with it.
If that ball was thrown by Sawyer Van Meter of the Wahama White Falcons, that ball is complete for a touchdown.
Absolutely.
Hometown crowd getting into it here with 37 seconds left, looking to get a stop. Strong eye spread for the Prowl. And a stretch play that's going to be gobbled up in the backfield. And let's see what Wyoming does here. I mean, the smart money is call timeout, make them punt. Looks like they're going to be happy to just let the clock run, go in at halftime. Number 0, back to punt. That's Bayou Sarpong for Santa Fe.
He played in the Taiwan League.
I was going to ask you where he came from.
Yeah.
So they've got a Taiwanese punter.
Yeah, he was actually a ping pong champion in his territory that he lived in.
Gotcha.
In his village.
How many people live in that village?
There was 29.
29? So he's the best of 29.
Right.
Well, you know, it's a trophy. Halftime score here, Wyoming 21, Santa Fe 7. And we're going to let the marching band play, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, back here at the Pony Show. Wyoming Cavalry holding a 21-7 lead. We're about to kick off the second half here. Santa Fe has, they showed the ability in their opening game to come back in the second half. And so, for Santa Fe fans, all 13 of them, they're really hoping right now that the Prowl can mount a comeback here in the second half of this football game.
And I think they can. I actually do.
Well, they prowl around.
They do. And I think Nolan Pierce has got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder after he saw Dixon run for all those yards that he ran the first half.
Yeah, that last run that Nolan had there for 55-yard touchdown was definitely an inspirational play.
It was.
All right, strong eye spread for Santa Fe. Handoff up the middle to the fullback. He's going to pick up 7 on that play. That's a gold fullback, right? Yes. A lot of gold fullbacks in this league this year. We're going to see one here sometime this week out of Montreal. They are Colin's always trying new things, and so we'll be interested in seeing what he brings to the table with that. Stretch play to Nolan, and he fights for the first down. Did you see the effort he gave there after contact to get that ball past the chains?
I did. It looked like his legs crossed the first down line, but his body didn't. So it almost looked like he was doing the what is that where you do the bar and you go underneath of it?
Oh,
The limbo.
limbo.
Yeah. I was gonna say hokey pokey, but
well, Nolan does the hokey pokey too. I've seen that at pep rallies before. Woodson catches that ball in 50 tight end corner and runs it down to the 30-yard line.
so how about that? So Santa Fe quickly inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever Derek said to him at halftime has these boys fired up, and they're looking to try to get a score here quickly to get back in the game.
Yeah. From what I was told, they make lots of trips to Home Depot to get clipboards because Derek likes to break clipboards.
Derek breaks clipboards.
Yeah.
And that where did he start breaking those clipboards? Is that a Montreal thing?
I think it was, yeah.
I wonder how Colin budgeted clipboards in his team budget every year.
Well, I think that's how we knew that they had an issue is because he was over budget.
I see.
It's like I do the marketing at the bank, and you never have an issue until you're over budget.
Yeah, I mean that makes you got to be careful about the dollars, and maybe they put a little extra money in. Santa Fe has some cap space. Maybe they're holding back part of that for clipboards.
Possibly.
Oh my goodness! Touchdown, Santa Fe.
No, the ball popped out.
Oh, it did.
It did.
Oh my goodness. Man, they need to go to the replay on that because I thought J.J. Bryant had that ball. He was wide open in the end zone. Julio delivered it on time and on target. And wherever Derek is right now, that's the end of that clipboard. Strong eye pro. 3rd down 3. Handoff up the middle, and Nolan is going to get the first down. That's an excellent thing. It's going to keep the drive alive. Man, this has been a battle of two good running backs.
Yeah, you can see the stats right there. Dixon's got him by double, but don't watch this. They're just on top of him here, and he just
averaging 1 per carry.
Yeah, he's right around 8 yards per carry. There is Nolan, and doing a good job. There's a nice look at the threat, James Woodson. Julio in the shotgun formation, spread set, short drop. He's going to duck that and try to run with it, but he's going to wind up losing a yard, Randy.
yeah, he did. But I don't think he had any open receivers, and he didn't know what else he could do, but try to see if he could just get back to the original line of scrimmage.
There was heavy pressure there out of Joey Johnson from Wyoming.
So you think you'll go ahead and fly out tonight, or you think you'll stay another night in Wyoming?
I've got to be back in time for practice at Wahama High School tomorrow. I think what I'll do is stay here for a few hours, catch a few appetizers down at the Pink Flamingo, and maybe drink a couple of cocktails with you, and catch the red eye back to Huntington, West Virginia.
Oh, that sounds a lot interesting.
I'll grab an Uber and ride from Huntington up through Ashton and Point Pleasant to get back to school.
Calcutta with a nice catch right there on that last play.
3rd and 6 at the 12. It's been a lengthy drive. It's been very methodical. Reyes back to pass. Got plenty of time. And that ball is caught. J.J. Bryant. Touchdown, Santa Fe.
So a little bit of showmanship there by Bryant. He was doing the foot on the football.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he realizes that he didn't have his foot on the ball.
Right, he missed it.
He missed the ball. He caught the ball, but then he missed the ball in the celebration.
Yeah, it was almost like an optical conclusion.
Yeah. All right. So this kick gets him back within a touchdown. Kicks up and good. 21-14. Wyoming in the lead. Orlando Warfield, number 33, delivers on that PAT. And 7:36 to go here in the third. We've got a ball game, Randy.
We sure do. So we'll see how Wyoming reacts to this. In the other scoring drive, of course, for Santa Fe, Wyoming, boom, came right back down the field and was able to score. So we'll see how they do with this. It's starting to get a little tighter now that we're getting deeper into the ball game.
Wyoming fans are on the edge of their seat, that's for sure.
I saw one guy almost fall out of his seat and fall down onto the ground. Oh, look at this.
Oh, man. Was that Drayshawn Foster again?
It was, yeah.
Nearly got loose in the secondary. And he's going to give the Cavalry great field position. Out to their own 46-yard line. Look at the blocking on this play. They set up the wedge there. And then Foster makes a guy miss, and he's off and running. And Warfield, the kicker, helps make the tackle. I hope he didn't get hurt on that play.
I hope he didn't either, but he's earned his money tonight.
77, there's a big player for the Santa Fe defense. We should probably talk about him. That's Scott Stroker, 6'8", 300-pound defensive lineman for Santa Fe.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. Do you know where he went to school at?
He's from somewhere in Oklahoma, maybe Panhandle State University, something like that.
Okay.
Stroker's an interesting surname. I'm not sure, what that's about.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm sure there was a whole circle of them.
Probably was. Probably what they do at reunions is have like a big circular Stroker event.
Yes.
Dixon up the middle. Oh my goodness. The onslaught of Chris Dixon just continues after that 7-yard gain. And he's up over the 150 mark now. Yeah, I noticed something about Wyoming's uniforms there. I want to know what your thoughts on it. Captain Loggins chose not to have the two stripes match on the jersey and on the pants. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I think it's okay. I mean, I think he's just trying to set a trend. It kind of reminds me that they're are trying to play like they're playing in vests.
All right, yeah, that's fair. Big catch there by Jadarius Walker. And just as you mentioned before, Randy, Wyoming has answered on this drive. And it's going to be very important for Santa Fe to get a stop here to try to keep this a one possession game.
And it was that easy.
And they failed at it. 82. I think that's Tyler Reeves. It is, the giraffe. Tyler Reeves, number 82. He is 6'8", 210 pounds. And he ran a nice post route there, caught that ball right in the middle of the defense for an easy score there to run the score to 27-14. That was a quick drive, just under a minute and a half to get the ball down the field and answer.
Santa Fe just can't catch a break here. I mean, like we said, they had a nice methodical drive, ate a little bit of clock, a little bit of mix of pass and run, was able to put the ball in the end zone, and Wyoming just answered back very quickly.
Yep, so now it's 28-14, and we're midway through the third. At what point does Santa Fe have to pretty much go to a no-huddle offense and begin throwing the ball all over the field?
I think they should probably, after this drive, see how this goes. Defense has got to try to stiffen up a little bit and see if they can try to hold Wyoming, but they've definitely got to try to punch it in. They got to get points of some sort on the board here.
J.J. Bryant, they're on the return, gets the ball out to the 26. He's comparing tattoos with number 53 there for Wyoming.
I saw that.
They might have been in the Marines or the Navy or something together. Maybe they got matching tattoos.
I think they were in the Merchant Marines.
I see. All right, good place here for 90 all slant for Santa Fe. There it is again, and that ball's caught. And that's number 19 for Santa Fe. We haven't called his name tonight.
That's Billy Silver.
Isn't his nickname Hi-Ho?
Hi-Ho Silver, yes.
Yeah.
He's 6'5", 225. Big fella.
Oh my goodness, big hit in the backfield there by London Love. And he was showing Nolan no love on that play.
No, he laid on top of him like he was going to love on him a little bit, but he finally rolled off.
Yeah, he did. He might be a quick lover, who knows? Man, big hit there. But you know what? Nolan's got the rhino spine. Nobody can hurt him.
Right.
I'm completely confident here he'll be fine. 3rd and 5, under 5 minutes. Short drop. That ball's caught by Calcutta. He fumbles it, and oh my goodness, it's picked up by Wyoming.
Yeah.
That hurts.
I almost wonder if this is red flag material. Did he have it 1, 2? It's going to be close.
If I'm
1,
Derek,
2, boom.
I've got to challenge that.
I think I would too.
I mean, you're down 14. You have a drive going. You can't just let this go without challenging it. If they score again, you know, we might be singing "Turn Out the Lights, the Party's Over."
Right. Yippee-yi-yay.
Yippee-yi-yay. Strong power eye. Looks like Dixon and the Cavalry are going to try to sit on the ball with their side saddle offense. Ball flipped out in the flat, but Dixon's going nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose 2 on that play, Randy.
Yeah, that was a good play there by number 55 for Santa Fe.
Let's go, boys. I want to see some blocking out of you.
2nd 12 for Jackie P. He answers with an empty formation. Oh, it's intercepted. And is that Derek Jenko?
Number 32, it is.
It is.
It's,
Man, he's probably getting the duct tape out and I'm trying to fix that clipboard after that play.
well, I'm telling you what, he just tried to. I think he's just saying, I gotta take over.
Well, he sure did on that play. That was a great break on the ball. He got the ball at his highest point, just like we coach it. And great defensive back play there by Derek Big Nasty Jenko.
So with 4 minutes remaining in the third, they got to have points, right?
I think so too. Even a field goal at this point has got to come out of this drive headed into the 4th quarter. Number 69 there for Wyoming, Randy. Was all over that play in the backfield. And they follow that up with a sack. 69 again. That's Joey Johnson. A 6'2", 275-pound defensive tackle. 2 big plays in a row, and that gets us a 3rd and 19.
That's a lot of yardage to get.
Oh, he floats that ball to Woodson. He's going to get a lot of that yards back, 13 of them as a matter of fact, but it's going to end in a Santa Fe punt. Not what really needed to happen there on this drive. Bill Howard on the play for the Cavalry. Well, Santa Fe needs a big punt out of Bayou Sarpong, and then they need to play some defense here to get out of the third quarter. They need to get the ball back as quickly as they can to open the fourth and get back in it.
So Sarpong gets a decent punt, but like you said, here we are with 2 minutes left in the third with Cavalry now with the ball again, up by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and they've, if they've been anything tonight, they've been really a study in offensive efficiency. They've ran the ball well. When Jackie P has wanted to throw it, he's thrown it well. Drayshawn Foster's had a big night, both in special teams and also on offense. But the real answer has been this man right here, Chris Dixon, who's going to pound out another 4 yards. And he has slowed down since the first half. He had 107 yards in the first quarter. So I don't know if you chalk that up for Santa Fe playing a little stronger on defense, or maybe he's getting a little tired. But it's still been a great performance by Chris Dixon.
Absolutely.
Dixon up the middle again. He's going to move the chains.
Look like a little counter play there.
Yeah. He's got a guard leading up on the linebacker, and a big nasty hit by Derek Jenko, but not before the chains get moved here.
That has to take him close to the 170 mark.
Yeah, he's close. And they're going to get into F-wing jokers here, and again I'm looking at short dive, short trap in the middle, and there it is. And he's going to pick up 4 yards there. Meat grinder offense in Wyoming. Makes sense. I mean, given local customs and things. I mean, they've got that Polish sausage factory. The fans share the sausage here. I mean, it only makes perfect sense.
It does.
Dixon again, and he is going to be just shy of the chain, so it's going to bring up 3rd and inches. This is a money down for Santa Fe. They get to stop here, even if they give up a long field goal. That's a rallying point for the Prowl. Now 25 there. What can you tell me about him? That is his name is Fugu Gaipan. You ever had Fugu Gaipan before?
No, I haven't.
Dixon on a short run there picks up the first down for Wyoming. The clock is going to continue to run. And they can get out of the third quarter if they choose to, but it looks like they're going to try to hurry up the line and run another play. Isolation play up the middle. 6-yard run for Dixon, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Randy, Wyoming leads 28-14 as we head into the fourth.
I think we may be running out of time. I mean, I hope that not for Santa Fe's sake. Not way that I'm leaning one way or the other, but Wyoming's just dominated tonight.
They've done really what they want to do, which is run the football. They're good at that, and they've mixed it in with some good play action passing, and it's been really an efficient night for Captain Jayhawk and the boys there in Wyoming.
Yeah, Captain Loggins is right. He's got that playbook tuned right in. There you go.
Man,
that's an ouch.
That's a dagger in the heart.
It is.
Captain Jayhawk wants to know what kind of chips it is I'm chewing on here. I stopped off at the gas station here in Mason. That's Harrison's gas station. The Fast for You, I think is what they call that.
Yes.
And they carry Mr. B, a West Virginia-based company. They make a great potato chip. And these are salt and vinegars. So that's going to get us to the extra point here. It's 34-14. Was this the game of the week?
It was.
Dang.
So little Marcus Vernon here with the extra point. They call him Little Marky. Marky Mark. They call him a lot of different things.
Isn't his band club called the Funky Bunch?
Yeah, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I did just have in my earpiece also, somebody had done some research for us, and we found out the two girls who can't sing anymore.
Down in Louisiana. So what is it they're doing now? Don't tell me they're working at IHOP.
No, they went to mixology school, and they're both bartenders at the La La Lobster Shack. And doing well. They're both married now.
That's good.
I think they have 7 kids between them.
Wow, 7 kids.
Yeah. So you can't sing, but you can do some other stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean they're obviously fertile girls. Got those big birthing hips. Julio Reyes hangs that up there, and that's a nice catch by James Woodson out to the 49-yard line. I'm not sure if it's maybe a case of a little bit too little too late, but we'll see for Santa Fe.
You know, if you're going to go, you got to go hard. So this is what they're going to have right here.
Yep. Man, what a nice catch by Woodson there. He's had a good night offensively for Santa Fe. I'll tell you what I haven't seen a lot of that I felt like we had good luck with Nolan in Pottsville was throwing the ball to him out of the backfield. Stretch play to Nolan, and man, Wyoming's all over that play right now. Second and 13. Reyes looks like he's limping a little bit there.
Well, it says there, fun fact also, that Reyes used to play for Wyoming. So he's getting a little bit of a rude welcome back home.
You'd think he'd be a little more comfortable out here in the thin mountain air of Wyoming.
You would think.
But the Cavalry seem to have his number this evening.
This is a rowdy group. This is a tough place to play.
Yeah, well, you know, most of these people, they come in here with a nasty attitude anyway. I mean, they had to ride their horse to the stadium. So, you know, their crotches are all sore. And, you know, when you've got a sore crotch, you're never in a very good mood, Randy. How do you feel about having a sore crotch?
Oh, I hate it. But I noticed that if you look up in the stands, you can see a lot of the men have yellow pants on, so I don't know what that's all about.
Rodeo clowns, maybe?
It could be.
It could be. I'm surprised they didn't have like a little mini rodeo out here at halftime. I think that's something that Captain Loggins ought to be looking at going forward.
With using miniature horses?
Yeah, mini ponies, mini, you know,
Little people?
little people. Is that what they want to be called now? Little people.
It is.
Okay. 1st and 10 for Santa Fe. They're trying to mount a drive here.
Marky Mark's part of that group.
And the Funky Bunch.
Yes.
Power play for Nolan. He's going to pick up 3 there. That's going to get him to the 65-yard mark. Only 13 carries on the night for Nolan. I mean, I feel like he probably ought to get the ball a little more. But they have been, you know, behind the scoreboard the entire game. So I get it that they've needed to throw the ball a little more than maybe what they would really like to. All right. Empty set out a shotgun for Julio. And that ball is complete inside the 25-yard line. Kevin Calcutta. And 56 for Wyoming wasn't really happy about that reception to give him a little push after the play.
Yeah, I saw that. A little bit of pushing going on there. Nice catch by Calcutta just with that little quick slant.
Strong eye spread. Power play to Nolan. And they catch him at the line of scrimmage there. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. You know, there's probably no point really at this juncture of the game in kicking a field goal. That's going to keep you down 18. So just thinking ahead here a little bit, this is really 4-down territory for the Prowl. Stretch play to Nolan. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to run that down to about the 8-yard line, 9-yard line. And it's going to set up 1st and goal for Santa Fe.
Well, I think everybody in the stadium, including Wyoming defensive staff, was thinking pass and then just keep handing the ball off to Nolan here.
Yeah, and that was a nice run. Did you see this little spin move he gave there?
Yeah.
To finish that run off. That was a nice play for him.
Well, with those paw prints on the pants, it really kind of makes you a little dizzy.
Yeah, there's probably like a hallucinogenic quality there to that uniform. Touchdown. 35-20. J.J. Bryant.
Well, if you're Santa Fe, that's what the doctor ordered. I mean, could it have been 5 minutes into the third quarter? Yeah, but this is what you got. But at least they were able to get a little bit closer here.
And with 7:21 to go in the fourth quarter, I mean, it's going to take a little something on Santa Fe's part. They're going to have to get a few breaks. But they're not out of this yet.
What was the over-under on this game? We're at 55.
Well, I'm not sure what the Draft Colon app says. We're at 56 points right now. I'm going to guess, knowing Draft Colon, that the over-under was probably 69 points.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's a dangler number.
It is, yeah. And rumor has it no one does 69 like Draft Colon. All right, that kick's going to go right to the goal line, so it's going to entice Foster to bring it out. He is hit hard by number 97. That's a big boy.
That's Chaz Brown.
Oh, man, what a hit that was.
With 2 Z's. He's a gold.
He's a gold player playing on kickoff. He's pretty motivated right now.
Chaz with 2 Z's.
All right, weak eye 20. Oh, my goodness. The nose guard, who's looking right at the damn ball, jumps off sides.
There goes a clipboard.
That's another clipboard. Another trip to Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere tomorrow in Huntington for Derek Jinko. Never understood that. You're looking right at the ball. Why do you jump?
Yeah. He was probably thinking about something else.
That could be. I mean, so Dixon is on 197 yards for the game. Did I see that graphic correctly? F-wing Jokers, he's certainly going to get the ball here, I would imagine, on 1st and 5.
I wasn't looking. I was opening a
crap.
cool.
Go ahead, Brandon. Sorry.
I wasn't looking. I was opening a cool, refreshing drink.
Pink lemonade?
Yes, from the Pink Flamingo.
Yes. Gain of 4. That should put him over the 200-yard mark.
Watch out for the play action!
F-wing Jokers again. Looks like we're going to get a repeat of the same play. Die play up the middle. Oh, my goodness. He's going to gouge the defense for about 7 yards there. He's got to have the workhorse. Oh, look at that. That one cheerleader back there was sunburnt.
Hey, man,
Well, we are.
Did you see that?
you're the star for us today.
That was a lot of pink
I knew
skin.
I was gonna have one of those
Well, we are closer to the sun here.
Because we're in the mountains.
Yes. I think she just transferred here.
Where'd she come from?
I think Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Well, probably a lot of pink skin in Wisconsin, I would imagine. Big hit there in the flat after a 7-yard gain. That's going to be Alexander. I'm thinking it's probably the fullback for Wyoming. I'd like to hear a little bit more about that pink skin in Wyoming, Randy, after I talk to you about Aaron Alexander He's 5'10", 250. Caught that ball and gets them in a good position on down and distance. Foster wondering why he's not in the game right now. F-wing jokers. Certainly another handoff to Dixon coming up, and he's going to move the chains after a 3-yard gain.
How do you stop the bleeding?
You got to go to goal line defense right now. Ignore the pass, stop the run.
Yeah.
Let's toughen up.
I really kind of thought we might see an onside kick after that last score by Santa Fe, trying to get it back to where it's close. Same play. Dixon driving those big side saddle legs of his hard.
There you go, 207.
207 for Dixon. And his wife, Sharon Dixon Peters, up in the skybox, seems to be very happy right now. Did you see her dancing?
I did. Yeah, she had a cocktail in her hand, too. Had an umbrella in it.
Had an umbrella in it. Probably one of those pink lemonades. I think they're serving those in the concession stand here.
They are. So Dixon tackled here at the what used to look like, I think, a man on a horse, but now it's just a pile of brown.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of grass growth in Wyoming.
They use a lot of green paint, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have a turf field. Dix again, and he is going to be stopped short. Big play defensively there for Santa Fe. That's going to bring up a punting situation. And it's going to be a long field for Santa Fe with under 4 minutes here.
You know, Dave, this has been a weird season with injuries, and I'm kind of surprised to see Dixon out there at this point in the game.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 15 injuries in 2 weeks amongst all the teams, and I don't think we'll have any tonight.
No.
Punt formation. Did you see those officials back up to get a good look at that? Those guys are athletic.
Yeah, I think they were from the Sun Belt Conference.
Makes perfect sense. Probably not a lot of pink skin in the Sun Belt Conference.
That ain't gonna cut it against our coverage, baby.
All right, 1st and 10th, their own 12. So we're 88 yards away from a one-possession ball game. The question is, how fast can Santa Fe crank out that touchdown? I think James Woodson on a slant route right here is what we're looking at. Oh, my goodness. That ball was caught, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice catch there for a 16-yard gain. That's number 19. Hi-Ho Silver, I believe is his name. Oh, nearly intercepted by the Wyoming defense. It was intended for Kevin Calcutta. Well, it stops the clock. That's important. Let Santa Fe get into the huddles where they can get the play call that they want. And here we go. I'm calling Woodson in the middle again here. He's had a good night. Nearly intercepted. Maybe they need to go away from that play. That was number 92 for Wyoming. I'm guessing that to be. Oh, they dropped a lineman off. That's
that's Idris Dunjum. Danjum.
Danjum. Okay, I can't wait to hear your explanation on that name.
Idris Dandrum. I think he's from Hungary.
He looks hungry.
You don't have very good hands.
No, he doesn't. That's another ball hit him right in the middle of the chest, and he didn't catch it.
So we got a 4th and 10.
4th and 10. You got to go for it. And if you don't make it for all intents and purposes here, you might as well go ahead and bust up a whole damn box of clipboards at this point if you're Santa Fe. Man, the anticipation in the stadium is just thick.
Oh,
That hit Woodson right in the face.
it did.
I'd like to see that on the replay. Let's see what happens here. So it's a slant route. Oh my goodness! I don't think Woodson thought he was getting the ball on that play. Man, it's right off his forehead.
I think the sun is starting to go down in Wyoming, and I'm just thinking maybe the sun was in his eyes.
Did you just say something was going down in Wyoming?
Yeah, Santa Fe's going down in Wyoming.
Oh my goodness. The fun never ends here in Wyoming. Shadows are getting long in the stadium, late in the day. And there's going to be an injury check at 1, but I don't remember any injuries in this game. Hopefully both teams at this point can get out of here healthy. Here comes another middle run by Dixon. And we all knew it was going to come, and still he cranks out 6 yards on the play. That man is a machine. 2-minute warning. Desperation time for Santa Fe.
You know, I'm really surprised that as many people still in the stands. Look at that. I mean, nobody's leaving.
Well, you know, it's after the way the Cavalry really sucked last year. I'm sure they're pretty happy to have 2 wins under their belt this year.
And I think they're having fireworks tonight after the game.
Fireworks. And who's sponsoring that?
I don't remember. I saw a flyer on it, but I don't remember exactly who that was.
You and I won't be here for that anyway. I mean, I really think steak and shrimp at the Pink Flamingo and probably some of those tropical drinks they serve.
And a red eye out of
And a red eye from Casper back to Huntington, West Virginia.
No points here. We're gonna bust to the line and block this kick.
I saw the net going up, so looking at a field goal here.
Yeah. Man, would it be something if Santa Fe blocked this and ran it back for a touchdown? All right, the mini man, Mickey Vernon.
And he doinked one last
He
time.
did doink it last time, didn't he? Not this time, though. That's lots of leg and right down the middle to give Wyoming a comfortable 38-21 lead with just under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. If you're Santa Fe, are you giving up at this point?
Yeah.
So Vernon's set up to kick off here. Minute 53 to go in the game. 17-point Wyoming lead. Santa Fe needs a miracle.
When it could be right here.
Could be right here. Oh, he's going to get tackled. But, man, a nice return for J.J. Bryant. And it's going to set him up with 1st and 10 at the Wyoming 41-yard line. Trying to see here. I don't think anybody's taking any timeouts this half, so Santa Fe would have all 3. They should have sent Bryant to speed camp in the offseason. That might have been good for a touchdown right there. 1st and 10 at the 41. There's the guy with the bruise on his forehead, James Woodson.
If it would have been back in the old days, it would have stuck in his face mask with the
Undoubtedly.
shields now.
Oh,
That
he
was a
made
nice
up for it
catch.
on that play. Catches it down at the 26. Santa Fe hurries to the line of scrimmage. Julio gets that out. It's incomplete, which isn't terrible. That gets the clock stopped without them having to burn a timeout. Santa Fe has 2. Wyoming has 3 is the timeout situation here right now. And Santa Fe needs a touchdown like in the next play or 2. And they're really at the point in the field where you can go ahead and start taking shots in the end zone. Trying to get that score quickly. Instead, they flip it out in the flat. And looks like that ball is going to go out of bounds at the 18.
To the fullback.
Yeah, to the fullback, Davion Handel. Or is it Handel? Is he fancy like that?
I think he is. Like Tony Dorsett.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me, I look at that and think Dorset. But to his family, it's Dorset.
Right. So Santa Fe is going to be going back to the desert to work on next week.
I wonder who they have next week. Whew, big catch there by Woodson again. And that's going to be first and goal at the 8. And Santa Fe hurries to the line of scrimmage. And caught down at the 1. Boy, they need to hurry here.
Yeah.
No time for messing around. Touchdown.
There you go.
38-27. A breath of life for Big Nasty Jinko.
And anybody that had Jones on their DraftKings for any time touchdown scorer just made some money right
Yeah,
there.
they did. Yep. He's a unique player. He's got one orange shoe and one black shoe.
You think he did that on purpose? He's got a pair of them selected at home.
I bet he does. Yeah. So the kick with 54 seconds here is going to hopefully narrow the lead to 10. Quite honestly, it hasn't been that close. Wyoming has just absolutely kicked the horse crap out of Santa Fe so far today. But, now look at Warfield limping around there. He's got to kick this onside kick.
I think he was holding his spleen.
Spleen's a pretty important part for a kicker, isn't it, Randy?
Yeah, it is.
Here comes the injury report. Let's see what we've got. No injuries? Juice says it's a little too late for Santa Fe, but it was a good fight. Here comes the onside kick. Can they get 2 onside kicks in a row? That ball's too deep.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, he got it!
Oh, snap!
Number 2 for Santa Fe. Who is that?
King?
King?
Caleb King.
Oh, a free safety. 6'2", 210.
That bounced right off of his helmet.
Yeah, it did. And so they've got the ball at midfield, 2 timeouts, and a chance to put it in the end zone here real quick and get it down to a field goal difference. Randy, I'm not lining up in the eye anymore in this situation. We need to be throwing a rock.
Absolutely.
Short drop.
Oh.
Oh!
Why not throw it in triple coverage?
Yeah, just throw it where there's a whole lot of blue jerseys hanging around.
And white.
And white.
Like vests.
Yeah. They look like scrimmage vests or something there. Derek Jenko says they're not dead yet, but I can smell the rotting corpse of a cat. They've got to do something, and they've got to do it quick. Quick as a cat, they say.
Oh, that was
nice
spin
move, but get out of bounds. Hurry up mode here for Santa Fe. Julio Reyes, who's not known for being fleet of foot, is a little slow getting back to line of scrimmage. That's going to cost them some time.
He looked like he's chafed.
I think he is. He probably was on a horse there in between series. And so it's down to the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Santa Fe takes the timeout. 25 seconds to go in the game. Randy, they got to put it in right now.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't forgetting anybody today, are you? Hey, man, I don't play favorites.
1st and 10, 25 seconds to play.
I'm excited for this young expansion team. They've done well.
They certainly have brought the fight to Wyoming this evening. One question that remains is, if this ball's picked off in the end zone, does Jared Jinko break a clipboard again?
Right.
I'm going to give this to the Great White Rhino right now. Oh, deep drop. Incomplete. 7 seconds to go. They let too much time run off the clock there. I don't know why they didn't take a timeout when that ball was caught at the 1 yard line. The AI in this game drives me crazy sometimes.
Do they offer online classes for our coaches and staff?
You know, I haven't seen that yet, but I think there ought to be something.
Yeah.
University of Phoenix or Southern New Hampshire University, somebody needs to do a little something.
For time management.
Yeah, for time management. Maybe University of Rio Grande.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we are out of time.
Yeah, it's you know, at this point, you're just trying to make it close. Maybe it comes down to a tiebreaker for a wild card spot, and it'd be nice if Julio would put his hands up underneath the center to take the snap.
Well, he usually likes doing that.
Yeah, and that's going to do it. Ball caught in the flat, but not in the end zone. And Wyoming is going to escape here tonight with a 38-28 victory.
Do you see Loggins running out there with his polo shirt on?
He had that polo on, and he's pretty proud of his boys right now.
He should be.
That's a pretty balanced offense. 217 passing, 216 rushing. It's a fairly clean game. Each team had one turnover. I don't remember much in the way of penalties. And for once, we get through a game here in the WFA with no one getting hurt.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Well, for Randy Pierce, this is Dave Barr saying, kiss my ass, Montreal. We're going to kick your ass this week. And go Pottsville.
And we wrapped up week 2, heading into week 3.
Heading into week 3.
See who's game of the week for week 3. It'll be interesting.